live. Okay, I'm gonna put these mints away and say hello.
Nice to meet you, Eric.
Here's Raj, and Raj is one of my good friends that I've actually met in real life. And we have her here. We're gonna be drawing today. I'm drawing this. This is my wedding topper because my anniversary is coming up with my beloved spouse. Anyways, so Art as Work is your Substack, and it's wonderful, kind of project based. So you focus on like
Yeah.
a sequence or a series rather. Hello, Shar. I love that. We got to talk about that some. But anyways, yeah. So I'll tell y'all what Introvert Drawing Club is, and if you want, we can do a giveaway um to get us started while people roll in. So yeah, Introvert Drawing Club is my Substack, and it is a community of very awesome people like Raj here, and we meet up and draw on Zoom. And we've been meeting up here. It's been pretty fun, and also I do little things in the chat to help us like make sure we're not like getting sucked into our phones because that happens to me all the time. So I have to be very careful and strict about how I'm using it. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all three. All right, I'm naming three bands. Okay, these are bands from the 90s. My mom took one of my CDs away when I was in high school, and it was this one of these bands. No, God. Okay, two bands she didn't take away. Guess the band she took away. All right. The Offspring, Blink 182, Green Day. Which one did she take away? This is not true truths and a lie at all. Yeah, this
Am
is
I
just
allowed to
yeah.
guess?
No. Only people in the chat. Type okay, I don't see any correct answers yet. I see Blink 182. That's not right, but because I hid Blink 182 very well from my mother. Blink 182. So now you have to guess between The Offspring and Green Day. The first guess will be getting a month of Maggie. Yay! Yes. My mom took Green Day Dookie from me and never gave it back. I don't know what she did with it, but I uh, bought it on cassette because this is like when we could still get cassettes because it was smaller to hide. And then I just made sure to really do a good job hiding everything else. But Offspring would have really gotten me into trouble. Okay, I'm so sorry. All right. Yay, Maggie. I'm writing your name
Love
down.
that.
Give you a month free. And
Love that.
on Zoom. And hey, Katie Chapel. Okay, so if y'all are just getting here, we've got Raj here. We're gonna do some drawing. Total side note, Katie Chapel has the Good Ship thing coming up, and you should post where that's happening and when. It's I think on Instagram, right? Oh my gosh. Art Club. I hope to be there. I really need to. Okay, so I've rambled enough. Tell us about Art as Work and what you're doing with your wonderful community of drawing people.
I would love to. Thank you so much, Beth, for having me on. And I'm very excited because, you and I have become friends and we met in person in Brighton last year. And we've had so many great exchanges about what we're both doing with our own Substacks. And with mine, I called it Art as Work because I wanted to, in a funny kind of way, and I think a lot of people can relate to this. I've grown up in this sort of social construct of art being seen as not really work or worthy of work. And I graduated from, all my studies, went into the working world, and I've been working as a brand designer for 25 years in London and in the Middle East and across Europe. And one of the things that I was always felt really passionate about is that is art. So I've been working as an artist in different capacities throughout that time, and yet we always have this like awkwardness about calling ourselves artists if we're doing something like design or graphics, and it just feels really like, oh, that's not real art. So this whole thing of like,
Yeah.
owning art as work in all of its expressions is something that I'm really passionate about. And in a weird kind of way, I was quite nervous about even calling my Substack that, because it felt as though it was a bit of discomfort around that idea that, we could be that bold.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like own it. Own it. We can see art as like worthy enough in whatever expression it is to be deemed as work. And if we get to do that work, it's pretty incredible. And so in my current sort of incarnation of my Substack, I decided that this year I wanted to help people with the same sort of struggles that I have. And I'm juggling my freelance work with my personal passions, with my sketchbook projects, and I'm building my own portfolio. And I wanted to do that in a community with other creators who are also doing that. Um, what I felt was slightly harder to access was this framework that was kind of loose but structured.
Hmm.
So I'd got a sort of a 2-month container in my Substack community where I take a theme and I just go deep into the theme and I present that theme to my community in a way with a bit of a commercial lens.
Hmm.
So, in the way that I would think about my projects, I realized that for me, that was really automatic. Like, having worked as a designer with clients and various agencies for 25 years, I have this sort of automatic way of thinking quite commercially about visual language and themes. So I put together these kind of fairly in-depth videos, I think, at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
I think
I love that.
and so far we've dived into the theme of animals in illustration and art, and currently we're in the theme of portraits in illustration and art, and how we can think about that with a bit of a commercial lens, and I help you create a project for yourself. So it's quite loose. It's kind of lots of information at the beginning of the 2 months, and you go away and work with it, and then we're in the community there and ready to like help you respond to what your work is, share ideas. And what I wanted to also say is that there's kind of like two levels that I try to present it at. One I call the sort of sketchbook level. And the sketchbook level is you not necessarily thinking about worrying about a portfolio piece, but you're interested in diving into the theme and perhaps you want to just produce a series of images for yourself. I give you some ideas of how you can do that. And then if you're more of a illustrator that's working more professionally on your own portfolio, I give you a way to think about how you can dial it up and like adapt the all the stuff I've given you so that you can create a piece that's more commercially driven. And yeah, so it's a 2-month thing. We check in via the chat. We have a this recent stint with the portraits is a little bit different to the first stint because I am adapting it as I go and just sort of seeing what is helpful for people and also what I can realistically like offer in amongst all my other stuff. And so this particular stint, let's call it that, I've done a few more lives where I've just been coming on and sort of drawing the portraits or references of faces. And if you're in my paid community, I send you the same stuff to draw along with me on the lives, and it's like a warm up. I'm doing the sort of loose lines and warm up because that's kind of
Portraits are
the way I
hard.
like
I
to
don't know.
draw.
It's like magic. But you do the warm up, right? So that everyone
Yeah,
can loosen up and not you don't care about like when you're making a portrait, you don't care about like the likeness and stuff, right?
no, I tried to. It is something that I've struggled with a bit because previously I would have thought that that was the only way. Now I've started to filter in and think about the character of the face and not go as
Mhm.
far as like children's book illustration characterization because I feel like that's a separate skill. But I'm
Mhm.
trying to represent sort of that face and the distinctiveness and the shapes and so I'm kind of trying to find like the middle.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Are
the
you
the
gonna
two
draw
month
today? What are you
yes, I'm gonna
drawing?
draw. I'm gonna draw some faces. And I'm going
Yay.
to use ink because I just feel like that's my happy place. And I'm going to use some brushes. I've got some really hard brushes and I've got a bamboo dip pen that I've been soaking for half an hour. And I've got a softer one as well. And we'll just see how we go. And I've got
Okay.
a really old bottle of ink.
Okay. Well, I
But
saw that you were still using your Quink ink in one of your lives. I was like, it made me happy. I didn't even know that existed until I found you somewhere, maybe Instagram. But
yeah, I'm trying to use it up. I love it, but it is like really fugitive. So
oh yeah, you
I'm
can.
gonna finish that bottle and then what?
Well, I am going to draw these guys, which it's funny Katie Chappell is here because I've only drawn them one time and it was at a Good Ship Art Club and I really loved it. So I'm going to do that again and we're going to flip over. So
Let's
uh,
flip over.
yeah, so that y'all can stop looking at my face. Uh,
Okay, this is not going to be an elegant transition. Apologies.
I know it never is, but I'm managing it. Say hello to my ceiling. And here we go. There's all right. And then I have to look it up, make sure it's showing up properly on everybody's let's see.
Oh, and also I realized that when you're doing a live with other people, you can't zoom in. So I'm hoping everyone's going to see this okay.
Looks like a good size to
Are we in
me.
frame? Okay.
Um,
Just check I've
I
got it.
think I'm getting
I
there.
can go higher, so
It's
okay.
one more. One of these days I'm just gonna nail it the first try. Oh yeah, so I also was gonna show everybody now that I'm flipped that I made that little paint palette with the tins and it perfectly fits primary colors. And then this is the Holbein Jaune Brilliant instead of white because I don't have white watercolor. Um, so I use that. And I haven't used it too much, but it made me I mean, like somehow I think I can eat all of these today because I want to make one with gouache to use. I'm going to be doing a little guest teaching spot in New York that
Oh
next
yes.
so yeah, so I won't be on live next week. I'm so sad. But anyways, it's like the same size as or a little bigger than an art graph. I'm gonna make it for my little demo. I'm doing like an hour of color. So we'll be making these little palettes and it'll be really fun. And Nanette is gonna be there and Susan. I'm super
Oh my
excited.
God, what an amazing gathering.
I'm super excited. Um,
Maybe you could do a spontaneous jumping on a live, like while you guys are all
oh,
together.
oh my gosh, how fun. Yes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take all the suggestions. I need suggestions for like what am I gonna pack because I don't want to pack too much and I know like it's so tempting because I'm a maximalist when it comes to supplies. Like, what if I mean, I could easily get away with just packing this and a few pencils, and it
Yeah.
would be fine, but
Do you want to give yourself the challenge of a more minimal um supply thing, or do
I
you
do,
want
but
to?
I'm not ready. Not really
Yeah,
ready. Like, I've been loving markers so much, so I do think I wanna carry a lot of markers, and
yeah.
but then when I opened up one of these crusty paint palettes the other day, like, it really made me happy. I was drawing I'll see if I can find it, this little mouse, going on a plane. It was so fun. I guess I
I
should just
really feel like paint is your happy place, though,
I'm
and I can so see that that's got to be part of the deal.
I think so too, I think. Oh, yeah, that is a lovely eye. Becca
I
says.
remember when you were asking me, "Oh, are you gonna? Shall we both do our Shall we both do our um art journal palettes?" And I was like,
Mhm.
"No, I'm not
Uh,
confident enough with it.
oh, that's
I'm
okay.
not able to do that." I'm still like in total newbie. Like I'm still color swatching with it,
This
which
one
is
just
okay.
has yeah, the big one, I feel like it it's so much, like, I don't need all of these colors, but then I'm so too tempted to use them because I have them, but I don't need them.
Yeah, but I think that when you have such a small condensed palette, you almost think, well, may as well, right?
Yes. And I love the process of just, like, mixing from the most basic colors, like, the primaries are also just so fun. That's one why I loved that lady's, Juliet's workshop in Cambridge. It
Yeah.
was, "Why is this only 1 day? Can we
Oh my
please make
God.
this longer?"
I could have been there for a week, you
Yes,
know?
she would take all my money if she did a color
Yeah.
retreat. Take I would go anywhere. I would go to Antarctica to to expand that color workshop.
Yeah. Oh my God. We were just saying that I still have the color wheel that I did with her. Like I
Oh,
look at it
yeah?
every day. It's literally by my laptop.
Is that the one you made in there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, mine was so messy and bad, she, like, gave me one that she had made in another like, the it was but she I kept it because, memories.
Yeah.
Hi, Tammy. And Mercedes is asking, "Whose portraits are you doing?" Oh, I'm not doing a portrait, but Raj can tell you who
So
she is drawing.
yeah, I'm doing they're from stock imagery actually. So I find that kind of takes the pressure off because I'm not having to worry about it being the representation of somebody recognizable or
Mhm.
famous. But it gives me a
Totally.
chance to just look at like just the features and focus on trying to get that um, making sense. So I'm currently drawing a young man, probably in his 20s, who has got kind of curly hair, and I quite like the shapes of his face. Um, so yeah, I like the drawing anonymous people. So, and I tend to draw quite quickly when I'm doing ink. So yeah, that's the first one. Oh, sorry about the wobble.
Oh, that's alright.
Move on to the
Um,
next, maybe.
I like his little stubble. It's very nice.
Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so now I've got quite a lovely, elegant looking lady.
Oh, how are do you find these from Unsplash or, like,
Yeah,
Pixels or, do you have, like, a folder that you just keep refreshing with all the images you wanna draw?
not really. I'm not really that organized. I'm quite spontaneous with
Uh,
it.
I'm the same way.
So,
I need to be better. I have this idea that I wanna have this folder of stuff to just dip into, but I feel like I'd still find a way to, like, overthink that, you know?
yeah, I quite like the fact that there's not too much prep. I'm quite intuitive, so I'll just go on and then just, yeah, give myself some parameters. So I try images of people that are quite closely cropped, so it's really about their face, or I try and avoid anything where there's like teeth showing because that's
Oh,
always really
yes. Oh my
distracting. I find
gosh.
it
Especially, like,
really hard.
when you add, like, the spaces and the teeth. Not you, but, like, when you're drawing someone and then
Yeah,
it doesn't work no matter what, it doesn't for me.
it doesn't work.
Oh god.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, like, anytime I have a smiling anything, I always just zoom out so much, so it's just like a dot of white teeth, and then that's it.
Yeah, that's a good tactic. That's a good way of avoiding it.
Yes, I like to avoid those things at all costs. I'm an orange cat today. I feel like I was ready to start thinking about bringing in an orange cat, and then we found that little monster kitten named Merv,
Oh, how is Mar?
but he's getting better. Those someone oh, Hugh Walker says, "I love drawing teeth."
I
In one
think
of, like
that I'm just avoiding this. I'm sure there are some excellent teeth artists here, and I'm just terrible at it.
I guess, yeah, it's like it takes, like, getting through the ugly phase, right? Like, I can't, couldn't draw hands very well, and somehow I kept doing it and started to really like it. Now it's like, I gotta figure out how I can get some work doing hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe also, I think with certain parts of faces, you kind of find like your way, like your trick of how you like to do them.
Mhm.
Um,
Hugh Walker, tell us your trick.
so
Want to know the trick. Oh, I
yeah,
almost
all tricks.
yeah, so
So this,
I bought this little wedding topper. It's, called something Kitty Cucumber. It's Albert is the name, Kitty Cucumber. Anyways, I didn't know that. It's like a collectible series, but, that was one of the things that I was tasked with doing when to get our wedding like, it was just me and Eric who planned this wedding, right? So, I said, "I'll get the wedding topper," and he said, like, "Please, no cats." And this is what I chose.
you
I
know
took
what?
so you can imagine what it's like being married to me. 7 years on May the 5th.
Oh,
Thank
congratulations!
you. Oh,
So wonderful.
yeah.
'Cause
Let's see. Do you if anyone has any, marriage pointers on, not like, spicing things up, but, you know, good marriage advice. Oh, he's here. He said, "I don't recall saying" "You did say no do not get anything with cats, I promise. You might have even suggested it." Yeah.
But did you listen? No, you
No,
took
I
it as a
swear
brief.
he said it. Yeah.
Took it as
Adam
a brief.
Ming. Hi, Adam. Adam,
Hi,
tell
Adam.
us, advice for a happy, long-lasting marriage. This is my wedding topper, and we are taking, any suggestions. I think, one thing that I have yes. Oh, Becca says more cats. That's great advice. Um,
That
I I think watching reality TV at the end of every day has really helped to us have a strong marriage. Just some mindless something you could do together, you know?
oh, yeah.
Oh, Tammy says
You
never
got
try to argue in front of other people just to be right. Yes, that is really not a good idea. Totally gotta, yeah, I just try to not argue, but that's impossible. Are you watching?
drink is healthy.
It is totally, but never in front of other
You
people.
gotta thrash.
That makes
No, no,
everyone
no.
really uncomfortable, probably. Okay. So, I'm trying to think about what do I want in the background here. Maybe some nice greens.
I love how we're both going for totally different subjects.
Yes.
It's really
Very
quite fun.
chill. I wanted to have this be just really chill. And Charlotta says, it's okay to be the one to say sorry first. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's so important to be like accountable. Yeah, that I totally get that. And Catherine says, take a vacation or staycation once a quarter. Heck yes. And laugh a lot
Good
together.
idea.
Yeah, that's why we watch the reality shows. And what we're doing now is rewatching the classic Ozzy Osbourne show with, all the cursing not bleeped. And so good. The
That's
other
the fun
day,
part.
I thought something. I don't wanna say it, but I thought it in Sharon Osbourne's accent. It was awesome.
That's when you know you've been watching a lot of a show.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my equivalent of that is um, just coming out with everything in an Australian accent because we've been watching too much Bluey,
Oh,
which
nothing
is,
wrong with
if
that.
anyone's a parent, everyone will know Bluey, but it's really annoying when you suddenly find yourself with the monologue of like the dad doll head or whatever it might be.
Oh, yeah, they make it so that the kids wanna watch it over and over, right?
It's so, and it's for the parents too. I mean, you just can't stop.
Oh my god, Shar said
Okay.
she wants me to do a Sharon impression. I have to do that in private because I can't even think. Oh, no. I was like, "What does she say that isn't a curse word?" She's always like, "Aussie." I love it. I also noticed, like, in a lot of the scenes, he's drawing with Tombow markers, which I posted on my little Instagram stories because it was just a fun thing to learn,
Who was
Rock
drawing with
let
Tombow markers?
Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
And then I saw it a little more, like, a couple of times, like, in a couple of different scenes. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I think
Yeah, I
their
was
heads are just
watching one of these.
almost touching. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say I was watching my YouTube algorithm is just everywhere. It's a bit of a mess, but I always get these random videos of like what's in my bag or the things that I can't live without. And
Oh, yeah.
sometimes when I'm really on having a brain sort of fart day, I find those quite entertaining. And I was impressed to see that Pierce Brosnan, our good old ex-Bond, um,
Mhm.
he's quite the artist everywhere he goes. He packs color pencils and art
Oh,
materials, and he's quite the artist. It's quite a
that
nice
is cool.
discovery. So
Oh,
yeah, the things that are always in his bag.
what kinda stuff does he sketch?
We talk about what he sketched, but apparently he's towards an exhibition soon, which is
Oh,
I'd
I
be
didn't hear
really
what you
keen to
said
see
'cause
what
it
comes
kind
out
of,
of that.
it kinda cut out
Oh
when
no.
you tell me
Oh
what he
sorry.
draw what he that's okay. What he draws is what
Um
you were saying.
yeah, well he didn't talk too much about the subject. He was just talking more about the materials.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, so he was talking about color pencils and always having a sketchbook on him.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I thought that was
I
really,
bet
really
I
cool.
wonder if people, like, if he like, when he has his head down in a sketchbook, people are a little less likely to ask for a selfie.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so I realized my little cats are not touching heads. Like, so that's why I scribbled out I took the wet paper towel to my male cat's, my husband's cat face, because I want us to be touching heads because it's our loving wedding topper drawing. All right. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I fixed it. Kimberly says Ozzy has been drawing for forever. That's really cool. I love that. I would love an Ozzy Osbourne. I'd love to get like some of his original work for my stepdad because I mean, he had Ozzy Osbourne playing nonstop when I was in high school, and I didn't love it, but I definitely appreciate it now, because, I mean, he's a legend. He's a rock legend.
Oh, okay.
I like
Whoa.
the the tilt of her head is really cool. I love these like loose
This is
brushes that you're getting with the ink. Oh, nice.
different tools in one image. So I have these very cheap brushes that are hard bristle brushes. They give that kind of nice texture. And I just love how quickly ink dries. So
It's so permanent.
if
Like, I
it
really
dries,
admire that you are just so fearless with it.
I think the loose sheets of paper help.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Is that because, like, if you don't
an
like
A3
something,
sketch.
you can just, like, toss it? Or is it
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
that's
I mean,
awesome.
as soon as it's done, it's
I hate
out
to
of
say I,
eyesight.
like, have been, like, in yeah, oh my god, I love that about loose paper. Like, I hate to say that, like, I've really enjoyed not working in a sketchbook lately, but I really do love, like, not having the center, like, the gutter to deal with. It's just
Yeah.
I don't have a reason, like, to work in a sketchbook at home, but, I mean, obviously, when you're out and about, like, it's the best way to sketch out on location, but
Hmm. Yeah, it's just a sketchbook mostly at home. Um, but when it comes to ink, I do just go
mhm.
for the paper option.
I think I'm gonna give him a whole new head. This is really not going well. Oh, here's something cute, some little squirrels. Okay, yeah, he's gonna need a whole new head, but that's okay, like, he's worth a new head.
Absolutely.
Let's
So tell
see.
us what you've got planned for your New York trip.
Oh, well, I'm meeting up with Carolyn Yu, who is,
Oh, oh
the
my God, I'm so
amazing
excited for
yes,
you.
CU, writer, and, yeah, she's amazing. I
Yeah.
can't wait to meet her and get some coffee. I'm meeting up with Marcy, who is friends with you as well, Marcy Senders.
Yeah.
And yay, the workshop is too you love the first set? I know, Kimberly, I loved it too now that I've scribbled it out. I'm like, I should've just left it. But, what else am I gonna do? I have, like, a couple of days where I can just go wander around, and, yeah, that's really all I have planned, uh, to to do, like, the workshops. If any of y'all are in Brooklyn next weekend, maybe we should all plan a proper Substack meetup. I know Jason Chatfield, I messaged him a long time ago and said, "Hey, let's meet up." But I don't know if he's still available, and I need to just message everybody and say, let's do that."
You're so great at just reaching out to people, Beth. I love that.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Not hard, like, if you don't have, like, any expectations, like, um,
Yeah.
oh, it can be so much better.
Because we feel like we can't, because they're such impressive and um, accomplished people, and sometimes it brings up your own. Well, for me, it would bring up my kind of like
Yeah, I definitely have days where
little
I
old
can't even
me.
imagine, like, doing that, like I said I wasn't gonna talk about this, but it's on my mind. So, like, yesterday, I sent out a little promo email, and, like, this person got really mad and was really mean in the reply saying, like, "I better not you better."
Mhm.
I hope she's not here. Anyways, I mean, them. I don't know. I don't wanna go into any details, but it really hurt my feelings, just the, like, really aggressive, like, all caps and exclamation points. So, I was like, "Man, maybe I shouldn't send everybody
A
emails
promo
any."
for your live?
Oh, it
I
was
mean,
like, about new pricing. So, it only went to free,
right.
and, I think they thought I was gonna, like, charge, and, anyways, I was just like, I it kinda just gave me anxiety for, like, how the internet is, like, maybe affecting, like, how we can treat each other, like, like, I don't know, like, empathy that we show people because, like, it's I guess, I don't know, it's like maybe she was just having a bad day, but maybe I was having a bad day, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hard to, I guess, remember somebody is a human that's sending your emails from Substack. But,
Yeah.
anyways, I replied back and I said, would you like to remain on the free list?" Because I didn't just I've never added anyone to my email list who didn't already sign up, like, through MailChimp or whatever, and
Yeah.
that was ages ago. And I don't do the thing where I add people to, you know, other other places or whatever, like a beehive. I don't do that. So, like, she said she wanted to stay on. God, I'm just telling you, like, everything. This person
Yeah.
said they wanna stay on the free, right? And I was like, "Nah." So I took her off because because it's
Yeah,
just like,
good.
I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna
she
send
doesn't get
I
to
work
keep.
really, really hard to send people emails, and I don't think it's right to give away something to someone who can be so mean. So, I mean,
No, she's in your space.
so
That's your
crazy. I'm
space.
like, yeah,
She's been
exactly.
invited in. It doesn't make any sense when people are mean.
I know.
I'm
I
sorry you
mean,
had
like,
that,
especially
but
especially in an email, like, you can just say, "Hey, are you charging me?" and leave it at that, but it was so full of rage,
mm,
and, yeah, I don't get it.
yeah. Well, hopefully she was just having a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, you were the recipient of that. Doesn't hope she's okay.
Yeah, hope you're okay, and don't worry, I won't be in your inbox ever again.
Yeah. It's an easy filtering system, right?
Exactly, yes. Oh. Alright,
Some
so I guess I should
funky looking head
emails.
shape going on.
I like how you
Um,
change up the way you hold the pen. It's like, you know, giving you the looseness. I love the mustache. Oh,
I
man,
know.
it's so good.
And he's also got like a little bit of balding going on. So I'm now feeling really self-conscious that I'm not going to insult this image person's hairstyle and get that really badly wrong. This is the thing about working with stock imagery that you know that you're not going to offend anybody, right?
Yes. This is a safe space for all hairlines.
This is why I started a self-portrait project when I was first practicing faces because I figured if I'm going to upset somebody, it may as well just be me, and then nobody has to see it either.
Oh my god. I did the thing and with Draw Bright
I don't know. He looks a little purple.
where you draw strangers, and I posed a few times and, like, I thought that was really fun, but also, like, it was so great. Meryl, you do that sometimes with, Dylan's group, I think. Like, seems like the time is never, ever. gonna be up when you're posing. Like 10 minutes feels like an hour, and it's kind of like
Oh, I bet.
every time I've done it, I wonder if they forgot to like set the timer, and they'll just be drawing me forever. So crazy. But it's like a meditation practice really, I feel like came in handy with, um, like, being okay with just sitting there and not talking, and I would try to, like, shut my brain off, but that didn't work very well.
Yeah, I can imagine that your brain would take you to some interesting places when you're having to do that.
Totally.
I didn't give myself enough image references. Beth, I've done
I'm
one, two, three,
sorry.
four, six.
Oh, you can
I've done
draw
six. I got
from your are
yeah,
you
I'm gonna
almost
do
out of
that.
paper?
No, 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 I have paper. Might just try a few more in my stash, my emergency stash.
Oh,
Okay.
Kimberly, thank you so much. Marriage advice cats. Oh, cute. Yeah, that's what Kimberly's saying the same. Do the same ones again. I love drawing from my sketches. Oh, also about that email, I will post the image that I I sketched, just like this little dog putting on some I think I just posted it to Instagram. I put so little thought into Instagram lately. I don't know what I'm doing, like, and it's okay. But,
Yeah.
yeah, so this little dog putting on pants, and I was just looking up, like, just pictures from Google of kids putting on pants, and I was like, "This is probably the creepiest thing I've ever Googled." But I was doing it for like, I was doing it to draw the little dog putting on pants, and I thought it turned out so cute. I wanna color it, but, yeah.
Well, speaking of, I decided that I'm actually going to draw a dog.
Yay! Oh my gosh, are you drawing Nala? Who are you drawing?
Well, Nala, I'm going to draw first Tara. So Tara was the family dog before I married my husband when I first came to visit their house
Mhm.
and meet the parents.
Oh.
Tara was there to greet me, and she's been known to be, a tough judge of character, to say the least.
Oh my gosh, what did
Um,
she think of you?
she was absolutely amazing, and I didn't realize this because she generally hates everybody. But she came next to me and happily let me stroke her,
Oh.
and that was it. It was
She
like,
knew you were
okay,
good
you've been
peeps.
into the family. Yeah, you're good, you're
Yay.
in. And she was like the first one in the family to fully accept me, which was pretty amazing. So
Oh, that is so
she's no longer
sweet.
with us.
Aw.
Yeah, she's over the rainbow now, but Rainbow Bridge, but she is epic. So this is Tara.
Wonderful way to keep
And then,
her memory alive. Beautiful. Oh, I love her
yeah.
floppy ear. So
Oh,
cute.
I've messed it up a little, but let's just do a bit of that. So,
That is
okay,
well done.
really, really quick, rough sketch.
The way you get like their like not their likeness, but their personality with just a few strokes. It's just like so inspiring.
Oh, thank you. Now I'll do Nala. Now I'll do the Queen.
Yes, Queen Nala.
Lady. Queen Nala is coming up. She's out. She's 7 years old
Does she
now,
like visitors? How does she
and
react?
she's amazing. She loves everybody. She loves life. She loves obviously she hates the postman and anyone who
Yeah.
dares come near our back garden and cats. How dare they come anywhere near our house? But she loves everything and everyone aside from that.
There's gotta be
She
oh,
is.
I just thought of a story. Raj says watching you both draw is my new hobby. You gotta come draw with us sometime, like, um, get on the screen if you're comfortable doing that. But, I just thought of an idea about a dog character who loves the post office, and then all the neighborhood dogs are like, "What's wrong with you?" You know? That might be fun. What if and yeah, I think that would be cool. And then, obviously the postman is, like, giving this dog treats, like, you know, and he's like, "You're missing out on all the treats by being mean to the postman." Yeah, so I'm loving just paint and pencil. I think that's my new, not my new honestly, like, when we met up in Brighton, that was the first time I used this palette, I think this very palette, and
Yes.
I never used pencil, and you gave me the, Staedtler 12B,
Yeah.
is that what it is? Staedtler
Yeah.
12. Oh my gosh, your Nala is so sweet. And that's the first time I used paint and pencil, and I remember I made some, like, little, I don't know if I call them urban sketches, but it kinda, like, lit something up. I was like, I just love the simplicity of the pencil and how it's not I don't have to think about what color is gonna look good. Let the paint do the color, and the pencil can do the details, and it really,
Mm.
became a way I guess I like to work.
Yeah, and I was thinking of, I was listening to Claire Powell recently speaking, and she says that when you find your materials, when you find your medium, you find your style. And I think that really clicked in my head, and I thought that's actually something so simple about that. And when I think of you, I think of paint and I think of pencil. And so, yeah, I think just owning that and running with it can be really
Mhm.
powerful.
Nice. It's like I love that. I think it'll, like, clear up some of the noise, like, of what I need to be using in a drawing, like, just stick I mean, with a paint palette, you can get basically any color you need, so, you know, I've got mountains of pencils that I that just, like, kind of give me that decision fatigue, so
Yeah.
need to try just a month paint and pencil.
I think I find that about paint. I get decision fatigue around paint because
Mhm.
of the mixing and the color and um
I
my
can
brain
totally
starts
see how
to,
that would do that.
yeah. And I think that's why whenever I draw live especially, I just go for the blue ink every time because all those decisions are made, you know?
Here's what I think might help you ease into it sometime. If you use, like, blue ink as, like, a constant in your let's say you do, like, primary colors only or, like, maybe, like, 2 colors of paint and then give yourself that blue ink to be your, like, comfort material, you know?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's kind of that helped me when I was doing the month of people drawing because 'cause I'm very, self-conscious about how I draw people. I don't feel like, my people skills I'm feeling better about them since we did that month, but, yeah, I said I'm only gonna use a pencil and one other thing, and then that really helped
Yeah.
to Kimberly's asking what pencil I'm using. This is the Caran Dash RGB pencil, and this is the red one. It comes in even though I know it's, like, not red, but it is they have red, green, and blue. They're all just graphite tints, and I am obsessed with them. Every time I go to any art shop, I have to get one because I'm always like, "I just can't run out of these."
I don't think I've ever tried those. I've got to keep an eye out.
I think I came to one of your swatch parties, and I brought the graphite stick, which is nothing more than, like, the art graph, but I don't know, I it costs more, so I always think um let me just show y'all, I don't know why, like, I'm just like, you about to have them over here. It is water soluble, Kimberly.
Now I'm just doing bad drawings.
Yeah,
I'm just doing bad now.
I'll show y'all. This is my big box of not even a big box. These are just these are like the XL sticks from
Oh yeah, they
Derwent.
come out.
I really love. And then I got some of those. I got them for Christmas, and I have too much to use like all the time. What a good problem to have. But um, these are. This is the same thing as the pencil that I was using for these cats, but they come in. I need to tape them too because they get a little messy. But like, look at I did. Yeah, I think I showed you this in one of your swatch parties. See, like
Yeah.
how it's so rich. Like you don't have to use very much, and it gives you like so much texture, and it's like so nice to like darken certain areas. It comes in blue and green. There's the oh yeah, for the blue one, I put like a blue paint, and so I would know because that's like another thing I don't love about it is
Yeah.
can't tell what it is. It does like kind of wash
Oh,
out.
I just saw that there was a question about the rainbow pencil I was using in my previous live. Yes, that is, I bought it in London from Choose and Keeping. That rainbow pen,
What?
yeah.
The same trip that we met on?
No, I was back since then, but every time I go, I just stock up because it's the
Uh-huh.
only place I know. Gosh, this is
Oh,
a bad drawing. Maybe I'll grab it now and quickly do a
let's
drawing.
see it. Yeah. I I think that is I need to give myself a veil. I didn't wear a veil, and so, maybe I don't need that detail. Let's see.
Sorry, I'm just gonna find that pencil. Obviously now I can't find anything. Ah, there it is.
Veil. Hi,
So
Stephanie.
this is the pencil, Nanette. I got it in Choose and Keeping. Can you see that? Maybe not. Um, but my understanding is that it's a Japanese manufacturer. So I know that Melissa Martin had also on her recent trip to Japan, she had also stocked up on these. I think it's the same pencil because we've spoken about that. Yeah. And there's just something about it which it feels like every color works so well. And it feels truly like a rainbow pencil.
So is it really smooth to draw with?
Oh my God, it is smooth. The colors are amazing. Um, it's just, I've tried quite a few from the Kohinoor brand and I couldn't really get on with them. They didn't
Oh,
feel as
wow.
smooth to me.
Yeah, those
But
definitely
I'll just,
feel like you're drawing with rocks compared to
yeah,
what you're showing me. Wow.
but I'll just show you, like, this is what I did in the previous one with that pencil. Um, and it's just fun. It's so fun to work with.
I'm
So
typing the name of the Karen Dash for Kimberly and Nanette. No, actually, Leslie. Hi, Alyssa. This is my bad typing. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh my God. You're making so many beautiful, colorful rainbow drawings.
this is that amazing pencil. And,
Wow. Oh my gosh. Like you
that's,
can just see in the energy of those lines, like how much you're loving that pencil.
oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's something that I have stocked up on, but whenever I use it, it hurts me to sharpen it and see it shrink,
Oh,
you know?
oh, I have that's a bad feeling.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, and seeing as I'm waiting for my ink to dry, I have to show you, Beth, from your
Let
session.
me
This is the pig from your session.
Oh, your memory pig?
No, I'm not good enough at memory stuff, but
Oh my God,
this
that's
is our pig.
beautiful. That pig that like I couldn't even show my pig at the end. It was so bad.
The
This is
pink pig.
beautiful. Are you this is opera?
This was the Holbein pencil. You know, the luminous pink over the top of just some markers, Tombow markers.
I
Um,
gotta say, I got the luminous opera. I got the there's
luminous red.
also luminous rose, but that luminous red has my heart for forever. I think it's because you that was your heart color in our little demo, or you
Yes.
and
Oh,
yeah,
you remember.
yes. It just also I like it the most. I mean, it just looks great. I also got this one, which I never use, but
Yeah,
we're moving on to indigo in next month's color of the month.
I love indigo. I'm excited for that.
That's one that I don't use a lot, so I'm very, very excited. But okay,
It's
so
just a,
you wanna flip around and say goodbye
yeah, I'm just
if
gonna,
you're able to do that easily.
yeah,
I
it's gonna be a classic, not the smooth transition, but let's do it.
yeah. I'll never have a smooth transition.
Okay, into the sun.
Yeah.
So, Kimberly, the name of the rainbow pencil, it does, I don't have a manufacturer, but I bought it from Choosing Keeping in the UK in London. I don't know if there's, I don't know if anybody knows where else it might be available outside of the UK, then please do
Maybe
look into it.
yeah, somebody do the research.
Yeah.
Oh, Shar says camel. Camel. So another animal I really love to draw and want to do more of. Like they're so fun. Thank you so much, Raj. It was really
Thank
awesome. I want to do this
you.
again and use our art toolkits and compare what we're using in them. And we also need to, I didn't even get to ask you about all the, like, I want to draw more faces and I want all the tips, but I'll have to watch your video for that.
Please do. Please do.
Also, yeah, include eyes because I can't do eyes.
Yeah. I have to say, I'm not very good at the teaching tips part. I'm more about the world of faces and portraiture, and I share how I do things in my process videos. But
Mhm.
happy if you've got any specific questions, I'm happy to give it a go and answer anything. So,
Yay! My husband says goodbye. That's
bye,
it.
Eric. So nice to meet you.
Bye, Raj. Thank you
Bye,
again.
Beth. Thank you,
Wonderful.
everyone.